Hi, I am going to discuss about the receipt of foreign direct investment FDI. FDI is the amount which is received in a company in India towards its share capital or compulsory convertible preference shares. While receiving the FDI, there are certain precautions which is to be kept in mind. Once the fund is transferred, while transferring the fund by the remitter, certain instructions to be given, like the amount should be in convertible foreign exchange, not in INR. Then there should be proper purpose code mentioned while transmitting the fund, that is towards share capital or towards preferential share capital, something like that, because it will reflect in the FIRC also. So while transferring the fund, once the fund is received, the bank here, receiving bank, it issues a SWIFT code to the remitting bank. And that remitting bank which is overseas, it gives a 6-pointer KYC to the receiving bank. Once the fund is received, the receiving bank in India, it issues one FIRC which is called Foreign Inward Remittance Certificate. It mentions about the detail of the remitter, detail of the beneficiary, the date when it was remitted, the amount in foreign currency and the amount in equivalent amount in INR, plus the purpose code towards which the fund has been received. So the company in India which has received, they have to take that FIRC and also a copy of the KYC of the remitter which the receiving bank issues. Once these two documents are received, now the company is required to create an entity master on the firm's portal of the RBI. Once the entity master is created, a business user master is to be created, for which the RBI issues a user ID and the password. Once the company receives fund from overseas, it has to make the allotment within 60 days from the date of receipt. Once the allotment is done and the entity master and business user has been done on the firm's portal, the company may proceed to file the form FCGPR. For filing the form FCGPR, a valuation certificate is required, which is to be can be given either by a chartered accountant or a merchant banker or a registered valuer. And also a certificate is required from the company secretary, either the secretary who is in the employment of the company or a secretary in practice, stating that all the requirement has been done under the Companies Act and under the FEMA guidelines. With these two certificates and board resolutions, the company may proceed to file the form FCGPR. Once the FCGPR is filed, it goes to the AD bank, then the AD bank forwards to the RBI, and RBI either raises any query or it approves. In case they raises any query, the form is rejected and you have to file the forms once again. If it exceeds the period of 30 days, then you will have to also file a condonation of delay letter that it has been delayed due to such and such reasons. After filing, and once it is done, approval is done, you keep the things in records. And there is an annual compliance also, which is filing of form FLA, or it is called Annual Return on Foreign Liabilities and Assets. It is an annual form. It is a form online. It is filed online, and the due date is 31st July every year. This is the annual compliances for filing the form FCGPR. In this case, the applicable guidelines are FEMA and the master directions issued by the Reserve Bank of India. The RBI, the FDI once received, it has to be compliant with all the guidelines. Otherwise, the RBI or the bank may raise queries or objection later on. This is all about how to file, how to receive your FDI and the compliances to be done at the time of receiving and annually. Thank you very much.